Hi, how's it going? Welcome to Code with Z. In today's video, we gotta go from this linked list that we have here to this. And as you can see, the only difference is that we removed the duplicates. Why are we doing this? Well, because that's what LeetCode 83, remove duplicates from sorted list, is asking us to do. As you can see, it says, given the head of a sorted linked list, meaning the first node in the list, so this node that we have here, we're given this, and it says delete all duplicates such that each element appears only once. Return the linked list sorted as well. As you can see, this is sorted, and when we actually remove the duplicates, we gotta also return it as sorted. So let's see how we can actually solve this. Let me bring this down here. To solve this, we need to loop through our nodes and check their values. So we're gonna define a variable called current, and current is gonna be equal to the head in the beginning, meaning the first node that we have here. And then we're gonna start looping through this, and each time we're gonna get the value of the current. So for example, now we have 1 as our value, and we're gonna check if it is equal to current.next. As you can see, current is pointing to this node, and current.next is obviously gonna be pointing to the next node after it, and we're gonna get that value. So as you can see, we have 1 and 1. We're gonna be like, is 1 equal to 1? Well, yeah. In that case, we're gonna be like, current should not point to current.next. It should point to the next of its next. The next of its next is basically this one. Why? Well, the next of current is this, as you can see, and the next of this one is this. So if we say current should point to the next of the next, that means we say current should point to this node that we have here. Now, as you can see, we removed this number 1 here from the chain. And then we're going to be like, okay, let's check again. Is current, which has the value of 1, equal to current.next? Well, current is 1 and current.next is 2. 1 is not equal to 2, so we don't have a duplicate, and we're going to be like, okay, in this case, let's move forward, like so. As you can see, we went from current to current.next. We're going to repeat the same thing. We're going to bring the value of current, which is 2, and then we're going to check it with current.next. Well, current.next has the value of 3. Is 2 equal to 3? Not really, so we don't have a duplicate. Awesome. Therefore, we're going to move current, like so. Now, current is equal to 3. We're going to get its value, which is 3, and then we're going to compare it with current.next. Well, current.next is going to be this one, so we're going to compare the value with this one. So is 3 equal to 3? Well, yeah. In this case, we're going to be like, current should point to current.next.next. Well, current.next is this, and current.next.next is going to be this. And you might be like, we don't have any nodes here. Well, you're completely right, but this is going to be null because the next of the last node inside of our linked list is always pointing to null. So we basically say that this should point to null and ignore this entirely, like so. And as you can see, now we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this is our null. And as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, and this is our null. This is how we remove the duplicates. Now let's code this in the simplest way possible. Alrighty, let's code this together. So the first thing that we need is to define our current variable like so, and this is going to be equal to the first node inside of our linked list, which is our head. And then we're going to have our loop. I'm going to leave the condition of this loop for the end, but let's see what we have inside of the code. Literally just like we saw in the slides, we're going to say if current.val is equal to current.next.val, we want to do the following. We're going to say current.next should be equal to current.next.next, like so. And then if that was not the case, so else, meaning if we didn't have any duplicates, we're going to say current should be equal to current.next. So we move forward with current. And then at the end, we return the head, which is basically the first node inside of our linked list. Now, for this condition that we have here, we have to keep on looping while current is not equal to null and current.next is also not equal to null. Why? But because we're doing all of these comparisons, these two conditions are a must, and they both need to be valid so we can actually loop through the linked list that we have here. Now, let's run this and see if we can actually get accepted. Moment of truth, and yep. Now let's see if we can actually pass all of the test cases. And we got accepted. That's awesome. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep on coding.